Hi everybody and welcome to episode 17 of Whispers from the Countryside. We've got some very, very exciting news this episode because we are starting our next project. Any ideas what it might be? Yes, it's the kitchen. So this video is primarily about the kitchen. So stay tuned. For weeks, John sat with the measurements of the kitchen and the IKEA designing software. And he plotted everything out. We decided what units and drawers and cupboards we wanted where. We arranged it all. We have bits of black masking tape all over the floor in the kitchen at the moment. And eventually we planned a day out to IKEA. It was super exciting. IKEA is an hour and a half away for us. So it was a day trip. And we went and we arrived with the big printout of all our plans and asked to have an appointment with one of their kitchen advisors. And we asked if it was possible we could speak to someone who had a bit of English, just because we couldn't afford for anything to go wrong. Our French isn't great. Well, it isn't very good at all, but anyway. And we spoke to a lovely young man called Alexander, who had studied in London, and he was absolutely marvelous. He sat with us and went through everything. So I'm now going to show you the video of what the kitchen will ultimately look like. But I just want to give you some pointers first of all. Obviously, our kitchen is rectangular. We have a window out to the back garden. We have a door, a double patio door that goes into the library. We have a double patio door that goes out to the front garden. And then we have two doors on the other wall, one that goes to the entrance hall and another door that goes to the pantry and then onto the utility room. So when I show you the video, it's just helpful if you know that so you can have your bearings. So stand by, I shall whiz through the video now. So here's the IKEA software plan. So the two doors you see at the top, the right hand one goes to the pantry utility room, the left one goes to the entrance hall. There's the fridge, and you can see the island as well. That white block in the middle is where the kitchen table will sit. And those big patio doors go out to the front. Coming around now at the top are the patio doors going to the library with the units on the left. The bare corner you see at the top now is where the wood burner will be. And this is the back wall now that leads into the garden. Those in the Forsbacher IKEA kitchen units, and a sort of a grey and honey oak speckled worktop. You'll see more of it later. So these are what the Forsbacher units look like. This is IKEA's stock pictures, but yeah, I think it's going to look absolutely fabulous. It's sort of like a honey oak color. When we were trying to decide what we were going to have as splashbacks, we had a couple of options. We could have gone for small tiles, mosaic tiles, large plain splashbacks, but we actually found a company that did really lovely pictures on the splashbacks, and we've decided to go for one of those. So I'm going to display a picture up here so that you can see it. So that'll be the splashbacks. I'm now going to show you here a picture of what our cooker looks like, and underneath it a picture of what the hood looks like, so that you can now start to get a feel of what the kitchen's going to look like. So we'll have those lovely honey oak units. The worktops will be kind of a beige and grey mottled color. The splashbacks are predominantly kind of grey and orangey. The cooker's black. The cooker splashback is a separate splashback, will be black, and the brass and the black will be mirrored in the cooker hood to the cooker. So I think it's going to look absolutely marvelous. We're so excited. When we originally got the kitchen to the state that it is in at the moment, so when we tiled the floor and plastered the walls, our vision of the kitchen was a little bit different to what it was now. And sadly, that meant we had to remove some of the plaster off some of the walls, because now that we're having units, the walls need to be absolutely straight. And as you know, in this building, nothing's straight. And when you plaster over the top of rocks and stones, it's never straight. So we had to remove, well, John had to remove a load of plaster off two of the walls, an end wall and that whole back wall that runs, the one that's got the cooker and the sink and everything. So now you're going to be seeing pictures here of how he's actually doing that. And it seemed a bit sad because we put that on all those many years ago, I think 7 or 8 years ago now. So yeah, the kitchen was time. It was time for a change. Oh, shame. There's still some. They must have died with the winter coming last year. Wow. You can see right inside. Oops.
Je vais revenir avec la
So that's it for this episode. There is so much that has happened even since I finished the last edits of this video. I can't seem to keep up with what's going on. The window's now completely in. We have had all the kitchen units delivered, all flat packed, obviously. We've had problems with the delivery. We've had to go back. We've spent more money. We've got massive discounts. We've built an island. We've installed some vertical beams. There's so much. So I'm going to have to squash that all into the next episode, which I promise you will come out sooner than this one. I know there's been a long delay, but it's just been so wildly hectic. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye.